These two are going skeppy. Hey, behave. Not quite sure why. I'm gonna go get Cheep Cheep out. See? Going loopy. They think that their girlfriend is. Hello, MZ. Thanks very much for coming in. They're excited. They think their friend's coming to play. Carl, you all right? We've got blue skies. It's windy. And that's a toy. It's not a bird that he's got hold of. Hey, son. Jose, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Sam. We've had some storms come through, so everything's upside down. They're dying off loads. We've had a couple of, well, close to frost, so my hostas are dying back. Fred, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. I'm stuck at home, so we're going to have a play with Cheep Cheep. This thing, it's never actually, I don't know if that's meant to be actually in flower. I don't know. Outlaw, how you doing? How's things with you? So I don't know if they're going to open up or not. They're funny though. The whole plant's hairy like a kiwi. I've got no idea what it is. It's huge. Carl, if you're getting right, that means it's normally coming to me. Hey, Sam. Jack? I won't say her name, but they think their girlfriend's coming. What are you, son? Apple trees are absolutely chocker. Angela, you all right? Just an easy one. Little Bod's fast asleep on the sofa. She's still not her. Thought I'd go live at home. I need to pick some raspberries. I've got loads of raspberries ready, look. Some are over ready, but hey. Bored out of my mind, Fred. With little one being off school, I'm grounded. It's me, how you doing? Gavin, you all right? And I can't really get many jobs done outside when she's at home. She hates the sound of machinery, so the lawnmower and things can't come out. What you got, son? That's not even a ball. Purple, you all right? Look at that. I am not throwing that. It was a tennis ball. Get a proper one. Nicole, you all right? Sam? Hello, son. Come here, then. You think Cheep Cheep will have that off you, son? Blue Harvest, how you doing? Grass desperately needs cut, but it's been so wet. And with little one being at home, I can't get it done. Sam, yeah. Yeah. You know, as I'm getting Cheep Cheep. Cheep Cheep, we had all that rain yesterday. And come up to feed them, and he was absolutely dripping. He'd opened his gate and let himself out. I've moved the young hens up here when they're doing well. The white one and the two at the back and that one there are all young hens. My little double yolker eggs. Jamie, you all right? Hey. They've got two Georgettes, those big fluffy things. They're a cross of Cheep Cheep. She still looks wet, you know. And you've got Willow, the Barnevelder. She is stunning. Aren't you, Willow? And that's Pingu. But that one is Stumpy. And he's the flock head, believe it or not. The hens tower over him. Come on, then we'll let you out. Come on. You see, he undoes this latch. Go on then, big lad. Come on, son. Cheep Cheep, the gate's open. Come on, son. Good lad. Let's go. That's it. Oh. Hitman, how you doing? Ooh. Hello, my son. Hello, big lad. How you doing, Hitman? You're not having his toy. See, he's trying to nick that off the dog. And Sam's dropped that pheasant toy. Sam, you can have it back. Or has he got a plant pot instead? He's got a plant pot. Come on then, big lad. Hey, son. Grass is like a trampoline because of the moss. I hate moss. Right, let's have a look. There are loads and loads. You're right, Ayla. Just laughing at him. I'm trying to take toys off the dogs. Right, we've got your regular old toadstools. The birds have been eating them, or is it the rabbits? I get loads of these coming out. And then we've got loads of these. This one, got no idea what it is. Cheep Cheep, you're on them. Move. Shift. And then these little ones. A few different kinds. Hello, son. Oh, I've just stood on another one. I can feel it under my foot. Sniper, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Look, he's going to chase Jack again, look. Sam's staying out of his way. Oh, he's got his plant pot. Hey, son. He's never far away from a plant pot, that dog. Cheep Cheep. Hello, big lad. I've got a plant up here, well, a shrub that I want to show where secret. I'll show you all. Thierry, nice to see you. How are you? This is Cheep Cheep, my rooster dog. I think he thinks he's a dog. Come on, son. This is flame bush. You see it's all starting to go bright red. If you look closely, the berries are bright, bright orange. Gorgeous little thing. It's really pretty. And my yellow magnolias, the sun magnolia. Oh, Jamie, I hatched him. He was the only egg to hatch, so he spent his first few weeks in the house with me and the dogs. And he's really imprinted on me. He's funny. We have full-on conversations. Don't we, Cheep Cheep, son? Here. Hey, Cheep Cheep, come on. Let's sit on the wall. Good lad. Tell him the dog off. He does, you know. He thinks he's a dog, I think. Come on. Come on the wall then, son. Oh, sorry about the wind. Hey, Cheep Cheep. Cheep Cheep. Here, son. Go get on the wall. Cheep Cheep. Cheep Cheep. He's after chasing Sam, look. Oh, no way. Tasha, how you doing? Cheep Cheep. Come on, son. Come on. Yesterday in the rain, he was like a little drowned rat. Where are you going? His eyeballs Sam, look. I've got a clue where he's going. Cheep Cheep. Hey, son. Stop being ignorant. Cheep Cheep. Come on, son. Thought you were going to try and have a sand bath then. Oh, it's heading towards 1 p.m. here. You good lad. Right, I'll pick you up. There. Hey, son, let's go. Yes, you. Come sit on the wall. I'll pick you some pheasant berries if you want. There you go, son. Nah, good lad. You see him in the sun, his feathers are like flames, they're lush. Although they're all molten, they're all changing their feathers, so his tail's a bit... Hey, Nick, you've made a mess of your tail, son. Loads of it's hanging off. I'll get you some pheasant berries. Oh, the wild birds have been at them. All these berries. Hey, son, do you want them? Do you want them? I'll put them there. You get these out your way. Plants collapsing in the wind. Hello, son. Nicole, you'll like Sniper. He's got a gaming channel. He's brilliant. Right. Cheep Cheep. I don't know how long he'd been out for yesterday, but he was absolutely dripping. All his feathers were just soaked. Hey, big lad. And I'll come around the other side because the sun rays. You're going to let us sit down? The thistle. Lassie, good morning. How are you, my friend? How you doing? He's loved that since he was a baby. If you watch his eyes dilate as I stroke his neck. Everything stops for a chin rub. Doesn't it, son? Yeah, big lad. What? Oh, and you're there as well. Hello, Samson. Jack, what have you got? Jack's decided he wants me to kick what's left of a tennis ball. There's like nothing to it. It's half of one. Yeah, big lad. What, son? He's still a bit bedraggled. His feathers haven't floofed back up yet, really. Hello, my darling. All right, I'll get your chin. And Cheep Cheep. His feathers. We'll have a look at. As you can sit, hold your head still. See his new feathers coming through? You got any on your saddle? His saddle's not really dropping out yet. Sable, how are you? Check out Sable, she's brilliant. Hey, Cheep Cheep, son. You only look like half a chicken compared to normal with all your feathers out. Some of my hens are molting really, really badly. A couple of them are half bald. And it makes me a bit nervous. I've lost a couple of cockerels at this point. I lost his dad 2 years ago. 3 years ago, almost to the day. A heavy molt, and he was hatched, paralysed, and I fixed him. with human vitamins and things. I had him up on his feet about 6 hours after I started treating him. The vet said he's basically had a heart attack. He's had internal issues that we didn't know about from when he hatched, and I was absolutely devastated. I cried 3 days over that cockerel, which is why he's here, because I wanted. He's very much like his dad. Look at that, like flames, and shine. Character-wise and voice-wise, he's very like his dad. He's a bit more quirky than his dad was. I put him in my own incubator. He was the very last egg his dad could have been a dad to. Oh, hiya, Johnny. He's my feather baby. So because he hatched alone, he just spent loads of time with me, and they tend to, it's all mine apart from the couple of rescue hens I've hatched. They can all be very imprinted, but as soon as they kind of hit you nearly fell off, some in the wind. They get to like teenage, young chicken adult age, and they kind of grow out of the imprinting to a degree, but he hasn't. Have you, son? Look at you. You're all bedraggled. Look at your little fluffy leggings there dropping out as well. Abandoned, how you doing? Oh, I know. Sam, wherever he's gone, he was, every now and again, he would yelp if you touched his ear. So I took him to the vet, and they decided it was an allergy. So I said, well, how do we know what he's allergic to? And they said there's a blood test, but it costs 300 quid. Advised me not to do it and just to give him Piriton. So that's what we did. Sam was on Piriton for a while. Like, he'll do that, he'll wing beat, but he will not cock-a-doodle in front of me, just like his dad. The others do, but not him. Hey, Cheep Cheep. He's not sure of the wind. He normally chases Sam about, but he knows. Don't you, Jack and Sam? Cheep Cheep. What, son? Come on, you come for a walk. Sam, she's going to kill you. Sam's terrible for nicking kids. Yeah. Angela, he likes his red bucket. I tried to put some hens in with him, and it didn't go well. And one of the hens went near his romantically involved bucket, and he lost his mind. So I took the bucket out, and it just got worse. Pen. Sorry, phone's jumping between Wi-Fi and data. Lass is brilliant. Stick all your subs up, your links up, check each other out. Hey, big lad, you tell him. Yeah, I've got some of these plants as a baby. This is Himalayan pheasantberry. The blackbirds have been stripping it. But look at all these berries. That's going to be another flower at the end. Oh, Valentine, you okay? Gareth, how you doing? Have you got any more mines planned? Yeah, outlawed for an allergy blood test for a dog, and that was about 4 years ago, so God knows what it is now. Wizard, how you doing? How are you now, Wizard? Robert, how are you doing? So the birds, they've been picking those ones. These berries they go crazy for. Although he thinks I'm trying to drug him, I think. Here you go, Cheep Cheep. Oh no, he's going to have it. Do you like it? Don't think so. And my little wiggly willow could do with another posting. I've been training it up the posts, but it needs more. And my roses, I need to cut all those back. Hey, Cheep Cheep. You big lad. Does he? On me there. No idea why it kicked me off. You all right, Secret? Cheep Cheep's just got charging to get over to Jack, and Jack just barks at him. I don't know who got more of a fright, Cheep Cheep or me. Oh yeah, that once you've got more than one cockerel about, they all start trying to compete. Look at him with that toy. Ryan's World toy. Sam, give that here. Here. Sam, here. Give it here. Give it. Look at the state of it, covered in slaver. No, it's not yours. Stick it on there. Right. Cheep Cheep, way off. Cheep Cheep. You weren't. You don't think you saw before. I've talked about this bush before. I'll show you it. Cheep Cheep. I know where he's going. He's going to go and argue with. Firebush. See how red they go, and these really bright orange berries on it. Really. Ever seen a dog lie like that? That's how Jack lies all the time. It makes him nearly 7 feet long. Can you see down here? I've got gladioli, and the rabbits have been eating it. Rabbits here love gladioli. That's 2 or 3 he's had. And another squiggly hazel that I need to pin up and control. This winter, I am hammering back that butterfly bush because I've not done it. John, how you doing? Nice to see you. Look at the size of these ones. They're huge. Secret, have you got any idea what these are? And I'll kick one over. They are bigger than the ones further down the garden. There's a few kinds on here that, oh God, there's loads, look. And some more. And look how big they get. Got no idea what they are. The wind. This pine, the squirrel does like, but he prefers my feed him. Whoa. Oh, air ambulance. Just about to come over the house. Back of the house. Cass, you alright? No, it's my signal being iffy, Cass. Cheep Cheep's took himself down to have a fight with Stumpy through the fence. Addy Jack, I'll show you my golden bush, my golden tree, if signal will behave. Another pheasant berry, I love them. All unusual. Alright, let's get round here. I need to cut all this. Ed? No, the gold. Can you see? When they're young, they're really. Oh, I've got some down here, look. Hang on. I'm glad signal went there and he went flat on my arse and I see the brambles. He's got one tied around my leg. Steph, how you doing? Damn it. Look at that. He expects me to kick that. You've got loads of balls. Look at how you doing. Cass, have you seen my community link to the Nutter? I was it's Cheep Cheep. Come on, son. I'll show you these hens that are molting badly. I need to get some more wood chip in here. Right, hello girls. Right, that girl there, that's just looking rather bedraggled. Focus, just in front of Sam. She is molting really badly. Hey Willow. She is one of the most gorgeous looking birds. Look at those feathers. When she's in the sunlight, it's like peacock. Cheep Cheep. You see him, he's on that little one. Seawolf, how you doing? Cheep Cheep. Come on, son. Yeah, John, she's very much like pheasant feathers. She's got that bluey peacocky sheen to her. Come on, big lad. I made that for in the run for when I've got chicks. Right, that is because someone's laid an egg. They do a Mexican wave when someone lays an egg, and it's normally Willow, but today it's not. See? He's at it. Hey, Cheep Cheep, son. Yeah, Nutter and the sea, Lamar and the sea lion. Get that out your mush. Can't have long grass. Brilliant video. Buzzed off that. Hey, son. Hey, little flobby waffle that comes right down your neck. Made me jump then, son. Come on. I'll give you some raspberries. Come on. There you go. Come see. Look, I've got raspberries. Come on, son. Godson, how you doing? Oh, Jose. He's kind of like my guard dog. Anyone he doesn't recognise, he'll stalk them from behind and run between their legs and give them a little bit of a nip on the legs. And he doesn't like people getting close to me. He'll like circle me if there's people around, and he might kind of do the same thing. Stalk them from behind and give them a bit of a nip. The dogs spend more time on the trampoline than the little one does. Hey, Cheep Cheep. I've still got loads of raspberry flowers, look. The little bumblebees out. The wasps somehow have vanished. Cheep Cheep, look at the size of that. Huge. Hey, Cheep Cheep, son. You get it? Hear that noise it's making? Picking it up and dropping it? That's what cockles do to get the hens over to eat something yummy. Godson, yes, I do. It's been too wet. I got the lawnmower out and it's chucked it down. And I've had a little one off school. She's terrified of the noise of machinery, so grass is having to wait. It's going to be really bad rain again tomorrow, so I can't do. I might be able to get it done at the weekend. Hey, son. Why? What happened, Ron? Hey, Cheep Cheep. Get you another. These the fruit twice a year. Checking for wasps. I've got a major phobia of wasps. When we were kids, my mum, we were out picking raspberries. Hey, Cheep Cheep. Look at him. Checking off. Here. Hey, son. Oh, look. Hey, son. Come here. What happened in Morrison's? You're right, no more lines. No, Steph, the chickens grow up with the dogs, and for all the Labradors, and that's what they do. I mean, these two will chase pigeons and God knows what else. The chickens, they're fine with. They kind of see them as part of the pack, I think. Especially him. He takes the toy. They give him his the toys. He's kind of top dog, believe it or not. How did she take that, Ron? Bikes, even. Sorry. Cheep Cheep. Picking up leaves, lunatic. Come on. Here, son. Just some apples. I've got so many apples. T-Burn, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Oh, he's coming. He's got a bit of a sneeze on. It's maybe because he was out in the rain yesterday. Lunatic. And look, he's going back to go and argue with Stumpy. What'd she say, Ron? Can eat pretty much as eating apple. See the size of this branch? One of my magnolias just on the drive. A box van come up, realised it was at the wrong address, and as it was reversing down, it didn't turn around. It took a big old branch off my tree. I'm gutted. But it's a big one. It's about 15 foot long. He's took off the arsehole. But these, this time of year, how have we got any? You start getting the flowers. The flowers will sit until spring. Look at all these. It's covered. Little cox tree. How are you feeling, Cass? Some of these are huge. Like that one. Don't hit me in the face, little one. That one has some the size of dinner plates on. They're huge. Oh, I forgot about Cheep. There's another big squash in there. But look at the size of these tomatoes. They're huge. I put them outside to see what they do, and they're covered. So I'm going to have I'm tempted to try and dig this one up because there's two plants. Tempted to put it in the greenhouse. And I need to do something with these. Oh, God. These are my leek pippins. See all these? Baby leeks. I did it so it's all stumpy like that. And then these are leeks. You slice it up the middle and then you can take the leeks out. And there you've got baby leeks. I should have done it with more of the flower heads. I did do it with this one, but I took it too late, so that one didn't work. Right, working my way through these tomatoes. I mean, that's only 2 tomato plants. This one, I think the rain could have knocked them off. So they were turning. Where's my big squash? This is a black squash. It's a decent sized one. And there's another one inside that mint. So shoot, I'm getting stuck on my soybeans. Soybeans. Let's have a look. Soybeans. Can't eat them raw. God, they're woody. They're hard to open. Can't eat them raw. You can cook them and they're lush and dry them. Ooh, I'm way up chat. Popsy, how you doing? Rustic, nice to see you. This mint stinks. Sorry, I'm right up chat. Iron Antler, thank you so much for coming in. How you doing? Well, I planted the soybeans just to see what they would do. And they actually worked. But you don't get many beans in each pod. The winds had this one as well. You only get... Sorry, I'm getting caught again. You don't get many per pod. But you do get a lot. I'm good. I'm just looking for me little rooster that I let out. I say little. Cheep Cheep, come on, son. Those flowers, I can't remember what they're called. If anyone can remember, let me know. The root system, they travel everywhere. Oh, look. Now, when I just started to walk away, look. Covered in bumbles, butterflies. Loads of them. There, look, there's another. And there's another. A butterfly's flying around my head. How cool's that? Honeybee. Can you see it's proboscis delving into that flower? I nearly had a hissy fit then. I thought bee was going to land on me. Look at that. Oh, focus. All right with you? Loads of them. Bees all over the gaff, look. Sam, you're chasing them all off, son. Out. Sam, out. I've got a hedgehog. I think he's sniffing out the hedgehog. What else have we got? Look at them all. Loads of bees. I'm surrounded. It grows on a root system. It spreads like wildfire, this stuff. I do beat it back every year. Jack and his scabby half a ball. Cheep Cheep. Yes, son. Look at the size of these. I knew to do that. There, look. They haven't opened out. Or is that they're opened out? I don't know. It's like a kiwi looking thing. See how hairy it is? It's got big leaves. No idea what they are. Ladies, how you doing? These hostas are brilliant. Oh, look at that strawberry. See, the rain's knocked some of them. Some I've missed. I'm just checking for wasps as I try and pick a couple. That was a lovely magnolia. And then look, the deer's been in and it took the main shoot off. So it's took it a couple of years to put side shoots out. But the deer was living up in there at the back. Do you know what? Not the mice one. I mean, well, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Oh my God, 351. My worst nightmare. They chase me. Queen, how you doing? Not like you, Cheep Cheep, running around up here. Tim, how you doing, Tim? Cheep Cheep. Come on, big lad. Come on, son. The gate that he opens, he can unhook that and open his gate, can't you, son? And you can see where he's been arguing with Stumpy because all the grass has been up, look. Hey, you lot. They've been kept in pretty much all this summer because there's been bird flu. It's over in the northeast, not here, but I won't really risk them. I've not seen many reports. Look, I was telling you about Roxy before. She has dropped like half her feathers in days. She's terrible for casting. These lot aren't so bad. And the two little tiny cockerels. But her, just walking on the front side of that pen, she's terrible. No, I've always got loads of eggs. I've got absolute mountains of them, godson. The 4 young hens, they're laying non-stop. The older ones, I mean, the oldest is... Who's the oldest? Roxy, whose nickname is Bitch, to be honest, because she's not nice to the young birds. So look in here. But even she's laying fairly constant. Oh, Willow's laying. Oh, she just laid it. I have to watch her for gone broody. Got a fly on my hand. She's really bad for going broody. But not as bad as these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Pingu, he's a little pocket rocket, but that's head chicken. Stumpy, he's the boss. He's so funny. I mean, look at the size of him compared to the hens. Right, are you coming for a wander? Come on. Come on, son. Come sit on the wall for a bit. He's not your usual kind of rooster. So I keep seeing Sam with this toy, and I keep thinking he's had a chicken or a pheasant. Because when he's running around, or if you've seen it laying in the grass, you think, "Oh my God, there's a dead bird." But nope, it's just a fluffy toy. Ron, how you doing? Sable, yeah, I do. In the UK winter time, especially, we get the avian flu. It's very rare that it crosses from bird to owner, but it did happen last year. A guy that kept ducks, he was a bit of an extrovert. He had a lot of ducks. He would let them. Cheep Cheep. They put exclusion areas up. Downriver, how you doing? Jeffrey, how you doing? Lovely to see you. So yeah, when there's bird flu around, I won't risk it. I mean, I live really rurally. I have a lot of wild birds in, so that's why my chickens have got roofs. I keep my chickens to the rulings of a commercial flock. For a commercial flock, they count as a flock over 50. I'm never going to have 50. You have to have them totally separated off by to wildlife. So mine have got the roof. The avian flu is brought in by migrating water birds, so swans, geese, duck, and it gets into the bird and food chain like that. So it'll start with a goose, a hawk, a sparrowhawk, or eat the bug. The sparrowhawk. Yeah, don't know how much of that went missing. Yeah, mine, I keep it like a commercial flock. They've got the roof on, they're completely separated off. Water birds bring it in when they migrate, and it gets into the bird community through geese. You tend to get the swans, the seagulls. If one of those birds dies, then a hawk will maybe eat the carcass, or other birds. They catch bird flu, and it spreads like that, and it's really contagious. There's a couple of avian flu viruses that are really, really tough that we've had the last couple of years. So they do come out when I know it's safe, but I prefer to keep them safe. So if one of your birds gets it, then they're all going to get it, and you're going to lose every single one. Hey, Jack, you can check on gov.uk for the areas, for exclusion areas, where bird flu has been found, what kind of bird it's been found in. It's quite detailed. Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, Jack. That's Jack, that's my stud dog. He does enjoy stud work, I must have to say. He enjoys his job. Sam is just Sam, aren't you, son? Come here. my older boy. He's more hassle than the young one. Yeah, Downriver's got a brilliant channel. Have a check out of Jeffrey. Jeffrey, some of those stones that you work on are stunning. Love them. Kiss me. He's only looking at me like that because he's chucked that scabby bit of ball. Where is it? Oh, it's under my foot. That dog would chase a ball all day long, non-stop. Jeffrey, what's your favourite stone that you've worked on? What stone do you like working on as well as your favourite? Daughter to tell me, is the electric off? Oh, do you know what? Opal is one of my favourite stones. It's beautiful. Absolutely love it. Apparently, my town, half the town's lost its electric supply. So I'm just going to stick my head in the door to see if our fish tank's on. If the fish tank's on, then I know it's good. DJ, this is the Toothache Plant, but the rain knackered the flowers. The flowers are like little yellow balls, and it numbs your mouth. It reduces inflammation in your body. Look at these tomatoes; they're looking a bit sad, but they did grow outside. Yeah. Do you know what? My favourite stone, possibly. I've got that big palms. Did I show that to you, SB? Labradorite. I absolutely love Labradorite. That's washing. I refuse to take it until it's dry. It should be dry today. Let's have a quick listen in this door. Oh, sorry. Yeah, fish tanks on. Jobs are good. Sable, thank you so much for coming in. On my little wanders, I've been collecting stones. This, I have no idea. Back. Goddamn signal. Hang on a sec. Can you see? It's almost like marbled meat. And it's heavy, very heavy. Haven't got a clue what it is. See the layers in it? It's like a pinky purple. Can you just about see? Haven't got a clue what it is. If anyone's this one, similar. I think it's pretty much the same stone. I think. Possibly not. I scraped that to see if the filings are magnetic. Now this one, similar to that, but look, loads of faults through it and it just shatters. Or SB, or even Jeff. This is a piece of quartz. Split it on the fault lines to have a look inside. See the metals in? You can see, where's another good bit of it? Not that one. Oh yeah, you can. Very pretty. Mary, how you doing? How's Mary in? Sparky, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, this one I'm pretty sure is petrified wood. Can you see? That's like a knot. Got a knot there. I'm pretty sure that's wood. Pretty sure. And it's light. It is a really light stone. So I'm saying that that's wood. Sorry, Mary, didn't see you there. It's more of that quartz that I split. Stone on the end. Just with a chisel and a hammer. This one, lovely deposit of iron in it. I think it's iron. See how it's really shiny? Really orange on the outside. So I presume that's iron in it. But it's almost like looking at a pool of oil. Some more iron through that stone. Again, took shavings off it and just got the magnet on it and lifted it all up. Yes, I know I'm odd. Another nice piece of quartz that's got pink in it. But I'm sure that's wood. Just with that knot. Looks like a knot, doesn't it? Just so light. But yeah, my stone collection's been noticed. Where's the rest of it? I've got loads. Yeah, there's a couple. This one, if you can tell me what this one is that quartz deposits in it? That's really heavy, that one. So, not sure what it is. I think it's maybe quartz. Could be wrong. Very heavy. There's one. Which one was it? There's one actually repels the magnet. It's another one of those split pieces. Some lovely quartz chunks. And then you've got the red into that one. That is so heavy. Yeah, it's me. I'm kind of gobsmacked. There's loads and loads and loads that are magnetic. Really, really surprised me. Want to clean them up. This one was huge, and it's had a sheet of quartz in it, and it's been split on that quartz seam. I thought it was kind of smart. That weighs a ton as well. What's this one? Same again. Similar to that one, but not. I wondered if it was iron. Look at this one. But yeah, you'll get to feel. Pals. I don't know what was interesting. You see how it's green there. Camera's not readjusting it. But I do like me bit of wood. Comes off it like oil. It pulls off it. It's not going to do it in this light, is it? This kind of pulls off. All down next to Libby Copper. Because I haven't got a clue. I'm kind of learning. So you've got that area that's green. And this side, you've got some veins that are kind of green. But it was a big old bit of quartz. You've also got, that's really yellow. Whereas that's really orange. They're two separate. Would that be sulfur? I don't know. Interesting. Better go and see what that rooster's doing, you know. So there you got green again. Green spots through it. Oh, cool. I find all sorts. You know. Let's see where that cockerel's at. The quartz is ridiculously sharp. I mean, ridiculously sharp. I'm going to cut my finger on one of them. See? Scabby ball, Jack. Oh, I'd love them, Jeffrey. Where I am, it's mainly sandstone. How are you, DJB? See, he's still just stood at his gate. I don't know what he's playing at today. Cheep Cheep. He's eyeballing me. Hey, son. Come on, big lad. Right, well, I'll have a seat in a crack. Oh, look, we've got one back. Sand. Go on, you would fly off as soon as I come near you. There's another. They're a red admiral, aren't they? Yeah, Tay, thanks for coming in. AAP, how you doing? AAP rocks, check him out. One of the most supportive channels out there. Lovely, lovely, lovely family. There's another one just sat there. It's kind of warm, surprising. Look at him. That's Sam's dumpy bag. When he's had a seizure, he becomes obsessive about hunting mice. And he thinks there's one in the dumpy bag. So he carries it around, stops, has a listen, and then starts dragging it around and dragging it around again, don't you, son? See? He thinks he's found mice. That's all he does. All day long look for mice. But if you put a mouse in front of him, he just sits and stares at it. I'll go and get a seat. I filled my feeders up because couldn't do it in the rain. It ruins the seed. And they're being kind of quiet. There's a robin up there. How's the family, AAP? Oh, I've just sat on some wet. Wet towel. See? Ball in mouth. Never stops. They're going to start play fighting now. As you do. What can you smell on him, son? Hey, Jack. Oh, God. Mary, are they... 5 Iron, how you doing? Mary, are they alive or are they unalive? My mate, her cat, used to bring back live ones and bring them in the house. And she's terrified of them, so she'd be chasing mice around kids' toy boxes and stuff. A frog, three-legged frog. I wonder if he's been back. I made him his own little terrarium. He had a little lawn, he had a pond, he had wood to rest under, and I was collecting him bugs every day. Released him, and he got huge. I tried to propagate these, and it's not gone well. I didn't think it would. It's still focus. Hey, Jack. Sam's going grey, and I hate it. Look at that. I mean, he's 7, but he started going grey at 3, and I was absolutely devastated. And he's still casting, look. So his fur's a bit orangey. It's all his fluff coming out. 5 Iron, what you been up to? Your cat's bringing in frogs, Mary. Sam's wanting to play fight. What can you smell on him? Don't know if you can hear that. I'll try and walk up. Willow's laid her egg. She's doing the Mexican wave. And there's nothing I can do that stops them. They all squawk on like that for about 10 minutes after she lays an egg. None of them used to do it until I hatched Willow. And that racket is all because she's laid an egg. Buff Files, how you doing, Sue? Cheep Cheep, son. Are you going home? Is that what you decided? You're going home? Her. This one just here, the Barnevelder. She sets off the Mexican wave every day. Hey, Willa. Stop it. Hey, look. Willow, please. But the feathers are like lace. Let's see in the sun, girl. So intricate. And that's why I wanted the Barnevelder, because it's just so beautiful. Look at that. Stop it with the wave. Cheep Cheep was eating the grass, but Pingu thought he was wanting to scrap. That is lead rooster. They're doing well. I lost one. She was egg bound, and I had her to the vets, and they decided they'd fixed her, but they didn't take the egg out. They just pushed her back in. I lost her the next morning. Apart from that, they're doing well. Hey, girls. Just so funny. Those two tiny little roosters trying to boss the hens around. It just, the hens see him and Cheep Cheep from behind. I've just introduced the younger hens into the big pen. That white one, absolutely love her. She's a cross between one of the rescues and a Colombian blacktail male that's white as well, like a light Sussex. Oh, Angela, less, please. Do you know what? I would love to spend my time in Angela's kitchen. Between Angela and Sazzy, brilliant food. Okay, I'm shaking because he wants me to kick his ball. Right, Cheep Cheep. Right, are you going inside, son? There, look. There, we'll put you in. There you go, son. I need a better lock because he undoes that lock. I don't know if he's flipped. Will you stop it? Dear God. Willow. She sets them all off. He unlocks, undoes that latch and he opens the gate. Yeah, Angela's got a premiere in a few hours. I'm moving away from those squawking chickens because I'll be doing your head in. Do you know what, Angela? That sounds so good. The dogs are, the fox red is Jack and the black one is Sam. Both from working gun dog parents. He's a stud. He is just Sam. Luckily, he ended up being done when he was about 18 months old. And luckily I had, because one of his was up in his belly and it causes cancer. So it was just as well as I did his pedigree. But the lad whose dog was dad refused all knowledge that it ever happened. He was the Immaculate Conception. See our secret, what are these? Where have they gone? There's loads of them. These little ones. That one's, oh, look at that. It's almost like a puffball. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that mint? What is that phobia of the little holes? Trippy, oh, I can't remember its name. It's a phobia of holes, and that is perfect for that photography look. So you got these yellowy ones that look like a flat cap, but they're actually more like a puffball. These little ones that fold up. You got the big old, more traditional toad. Although the birds do eat them. Do you know what? The shark get used to each other. They would really get used to each other. Ooh, look at that orange one. Isn't that, well, pinky? Isn't that weird? It looks slimy. Mystical, how you doing? Yeah, my cat adopted my son. And she rules his life. Days like today, when it's windy, she loses her mind. She goes absolutely mental. Come sit over on here. And I've put him in. Absolutely mental she does. She does laps of the house. Normally she's totally lazy and barely moves, but nope. Does circuit of the house, goes outside collecting feathers. Sam, what have you smelt on him? I wonder if you can smell that girlfriend from the other day, you know. Get off his bum, Sam. Minger. Oh, God, yeah, they're so funny. Chickens and dogs. Mine are all quirky. Hey, Jack. You're a good-looking lad, aren't you? Even though you want me to kick a scabby ball. teenager's boyfriend and her go playing soldiers at the weekend, softball. That plyboard, look, those little white pellets, it's meant to be more gentle than paintballing. Clean through the wood. Can't believe that it's meant to be more gentle, isn't it? But it's not. It's really stuck in the back wall. No. But look all the holes off those little balls. It's only lying. They got the heavier little pellets. Oh my God, they hurt so bad. I mean, they really hurt. Do you know what, Sam? Hey, Sam. See how his nose is rubbed white? It's because he goes through the fence to the young German Vizsla next door, little red. They're almost like a setter, but they're really short haired and they're kind of similar in colour to Jack. Sam, his son. He's got really pale eyes for a black lab. Sam, don't you jump. I know you're going to jump. And he ate better than us at Christmas. He's partial to a block of butter. He does like the odd gammon joint. I tallied it up, actually, this year. See him looking at his ears. Boxes of Celebration chocolates. Lots of them. Chocolate Willies on sticks. He had them. I've just seen a baby rabbit run through there. What else has he had? A chipolata sausages. Got Celebration chocolates. Quality Street. All sorts. Sam, what are you doing? I'm thinking he's maybe had a seizure during the night. It's kind of odd behaviour for him. Yeah, son. I have him on CBD procedures. I had him on meds from the vet. He was falling over his own feet, sleeping, getting really fat, and just not him. So I took him off and changed him onto CBD, and he's like a different dog. And it really controls the seizures as well. Do you know what? He's so clever. He knows if he can't break in through the kitchen door, he can go through the utility room door and break in that way. He knows how to jimmy the lock on my older daughter's bedroom door. And he raids her work bag off in a bin. And she's 21. She's got a boyfriend there a lot. And there's lots of chocolate and biscuits and stuff about and crisp packs. What else do you do, son? But both of them are brilliant. And I mean brilliant with my little one. It's like the sense, the special needs they always have since she was born. Well, he wasn't here, but he was. Have you? Ron, I was going to plant some potatoes and put them in my greenhouse because you can do them over the winter. That's what my plan was. Seriously considering it. Yeah. I did have a couple of Staffordshire Bull Terriers before I had these two. He's actually his mum's, my dad's dog. And it was a surprise later, his Immaculate Conception. So they went as pets rather than working dogs because we just couldn't get the papers for them. Hey, Sam. Sam is 7. Jack is 4. Sweetest natured dogs. When we got him, and the gamekeeper that bred him, his wife was ready to drop a baby and he had a stroke. So anyone that they look after a puppy was asked to get their dog early. So I had him at 7 weeks. For the first 2 weeks, he was terrified of a puppy the size that would fit in your hand. And one day I walked in the living room and on the rug I could see Sam stood dead. Looked what he was doing and he had his mouth over Jack and they were both just still. I thought, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And they started playing and they've been like that ever since. Best mates. Sam, get off. You minger. But yeah, Sam, he was terrified of him. The Cheep Cheep being top dog. These two, they gave him the toys. Tell your son. I've got a short up of why that he became top dog when he was about 2 weeks old. Hey son, Cheep Cheep boss you around. Well, Sam just goes and gives the chicken his toys before he tries to take them off him. Hey son. I wanted to check that bird box actually with the squirrels being around and hammering my feeders. That also hammer my bird boxes. Do you know what, Lloydites? I've always wanted a boxer. But everyone that I know that's had a boxer tells me, no, don't be stupid, they're mental. But so are most dogs. Yeah. Squirrel. Can you see little teeth marks? Little tiny teeth marks just up there, look. Them because it's wrecked that one before. Now your tin coffee jars is my plan. You can easily cut that with scissors, and they can't get through the metal, or it puts them off anyway. So I feed all year round, Mary. Once you start feeding them in the winter, it's important for the chicks to have that as well. The bark off a silver birch. If you've never got firelighters, get some silver birch. Just cut some strips off. It's full of oil, and it goes up like a torch. Look at that big strip that's come off. I have to find the urge to peel them and see where it's all coming away. But it's absolutely brilliant. So are the branches for, I call these drop branches. Brilliant for lighting fires. It's really, ooh, what was that on my head? Ooh, something just fell on my head. Be a leaf. Peter, how are you doing? Yeah, they advise you to feed them all year round, even when there is chicks. You see, the summer is more expensive for me for bird feeding. What's been going on there? This bush I love. How intricate those leaves are. When they come out, they're like a pinky red. It's like a fern, but it's not. Without touching the nettle, it started sending out shooting stems. So, I'm going to leave me with these leaves. I've got the shooting stems inside some compost. So hopefully it's rooted into there. I can just clip the shoot where it's come through and separate it off. This is another one. I might try and take that off this winter. I've got a few that are shooting through and they're lovely, really pretty. Pinky reds they are when they first come through. I can't remember their name either. And I've got lilac, rhododendrons, berberis, evil stuff berberis. How are you, Peter? Yeah, it's almost like a fern. I'm not sure. I can't remember its name. So pretty, really pretty. Should have berberis. I have had long-tailed tits nest in the berberis before. Not berberis. Berberis before, but I haven't this year because it's evil. See, I need to cut all this back if I can get through. Birds love the berries off it, but the thorns. See that thorn? They're like hair, and they're incredibly sharp. Focus. See those tiny little thorns? I don't want to get stabbed. There, look. See that on my finger? Just there. But the birds love them, and they love the berries. Pretty little berries. Yeah, I've had them nest in that one before. We'll have a check actually. I have blackbirds nest in there, that laurel, every year. No, there's no nests in. I actually cut these right back down to the ground to regenerate them. It works nicely. They can really grow back. Same with this one. That I cut right back to the ground as I did that one. This should have loads of nests in. Oh, Tim Draycott did a video and he made like a jam with laurel berries, laurel cherries, and I wanted to try it, but there's not many on here. It took a lot, and the birds like them. Let's have a look inside. So thick. What have you got on your nests? You definitely had chicks in. I was beating off the magpies from eating them. I know they need to eat as well too, but hey. Bye, thanks very much for coming in. You sound. Cutie pie, how you doing? Sorry, I was whittering away to myself. How are you? MT Homestead, nice to see you. I've never tried them, Peter. Never tried them. But the jam that Tim made has me really interested in trying it. It's actually more than I thought, you know. It's a fair few on it. I think it's a bit labour intensive from what he did. Hey, Jack. Uncle JJ, how you doing? Ooh, watch yourself on the steps, Shazit. Steps are starting to move. I need to put some new posts. Look at him with that scabby little half bit of ball. Oh, Mary, it looks lush. It made a jam and ooh, it doesn't look nice, but they were like 4 times the size of the cherries that he picked. Yeah, Lloydies, do you know what I've got as well? Jays. Jays are just as bad as the magpies. I've got a pair of carrion crows and the dive bomb the pigeons, which just explode into a ball of feathers. They take them. I've got a family of jays and the hunt from tree to tree, all the way across in a family group, looking for the smaller birds and looking for nests and chicks. The magpies, they do the same. I get loads of chaffinches in that stupidly high hedge in there. Blackbirds as well, and they hammer their nests. And at the top of the garden, next doors, but in the wood, I've got Tawny Owls. It might be too windy to do it tonight. I'll have a go. They are dusk. Comes out first, and then he comes out and they sit call, and you can call them in. The males have the typical twit-to-woo, but the girls screech. They don't twit-to-woo at all. It's a screech. So you can play. There's plenty of videos on YouTube of male and female tawny calls, and you just play them and they come in, fly right up. It's really interesting. Yeah, and do you know what, Mary? I've had pigeons nesting. I've got pigeon chicks at the minute. I'm finding pigeon eggs. Ooh, look at those ones. What are those? No idea what those ones are. They're different. The pigeons have got chicks at the minute. I'm finding eggs all over the place. Yeah, MT's got a brilliant channel. If you haven't been over, go check them out. Hey, Jack. Get in with that. And him, they're never far away, these two. They're always with me. I've got a job that I hate having to do. And I mean, hate with a passion because I end up with scars. I've got to take back. This rose is grafted onto rock rose. And the rock rose has been growing. And they are evil. I need to cut them back pretty much to ground level. That one, that's about 10 foot tall. And this one grows to about 12 foot. It is horrible. It's ridiculous how tall this thing is. Right down to the ground. That stem's about that thick. I'll show you Uncle JJ Cheep Cheep. Just put him inside. There, they're shut up now. She's laid her egg. Cheep Cheep, son. Oh, he's on his little perch. Hello, son. Pigeons go in his pen with him when he opens his gate. And he doesn't take kindly to it. I've been in trying to catch pigeons as he thinks the pigeon's attacking me, so he comes at the pigeon from me but behind. Hello, son. Hello, big lad. Hello, Cheep Cheep. Last Christmas I dressed him up as Santa. For New Year he was white twerp. When yeah, white chirp even. Hey, big lad. What Cheep Cheep? And he loves his neck rubbed. He's like, what are you doing? Oh, wrong way. I'm dying to catch him doing this gate. I don't know if he's flying up to unlock it or he's pulling it and just ragging it. But either way, he's got to, I don't know if he's getting his head in there or he's getting his wing in to pull the gate open. Adrian, how you doing? Oh, I've got so much cleaning to do. Hang on, see it, get her egg out. The 3 hens are the most stupidly broody hens in the world. Out, I'm not putting food in. Oh, we've got another one. All right, I'll show you the differences. Let's get outside. Oh, it's still warm. Right, without cracking eggs because I've only got one hand. So, that smaller one is off one of my young hens. Where are they? Possibly that one at the back there. Not the white one. The white one has laid that one. Willow, you see how this one's all spotty? That's a Barneveld egg. Lovely and warm. These big fluffy ones lay the smallest eggs, believe it or not. Tiny little eggs. In fact, we'll get theirs out because they'll go broody again. Right, let's put these down on the bank. The chicks are the first. Look, it sounds like my hairbrush. Little shit bag. Let's have a look in here. Oh. These are out of those 2 big fluffy things. They lay really small eggs compared to the rest. Right, you lot, move. Scoot. Scoot. I've already collected eggs this morning. And their eggs are pretty pink. So there's 3 different breeds of chicken egg there. Barnevelde. That's a cross. She's a Colombian blacktail, basically, cross with the light Sussex. Another chick who's a cross. And then those 2 pure pain in the backsides for going broody. Buff Orpingtons. They used to be your Sunday dinner. An old-fashioned meat bird. But then the commercial fast-growing chicks came in. And we'll have the chicken that we eat today. Roxy, wherever she's at. That one that looks scabby as because she's molten really hard. Her eggs are like chocolate. She's a Welsummer. Their eggs are really dark. Yeah, do you know what, Peter? They've all got their own. What are you alarming at? They've all got their own personality. That one, I was just showing you, her pet name's Biatch because she isn't friendly with chicks or young birds that I bring in. Those two Georgettes, the Buff Orpingtons, they are the most broody hens on the planet. They'll sit for eggs for months, but they don't want the chicks. They just want to sit. Willow, she's pretty chilled. The Barnevelder. The chicks, one of them is her daughter Cleo, and Cleo is lush. She's really good. She's a cross herself. The two other chicks are quite flighty. They can be a bit nervy. Then you've got Cheep Cheep, Pingu and Stumpy, the two mottle pekins. I hoped Pingu was a hen. Looked like it was going to be a hen. But no, two little cockerels, and they are boss of the flocks. Pingu's a feisty little thing for all this smallest chicken I've got. And he's off like a rocket. He's a fast little thing. Stumpy, he's chilled. He's not like your normal cockerel that'll come and give you a bat. Oh, MT13. I had 5 eggs in the incubator, and 3 of them were cockerels. I was devastated. And one I was desperate for to be a hen was an Easter egger. But no, an Araucana. But no, it was well. We thought it was a hen actually, and it was called Linda. But then it started trying to crow, so it was then called Linda, not Linda. But he moved on. He got another. It was beautiful. But I just had too many cockerels, so he went to live elsewhere. A couple of the Buff Orpington cockerels, they went to live elsewhere. I had a rare breed German Vorwerk, absolutely beautiful bomber, and he dropped dead off his perch his second winter as he was molting. I was worried, so I took him to the vet and he went to the government mortuary. He had 3 rounds of tests. They looked over him when I was there and said, looks a picture of health. We can't see anything that to cause this. They looked at his organs, couldn't find anything wrong. They ran bloods, and then I got the phone call. They couldn't find a damn thing wrong with that cockerel, other than he had a bit of a sniffly nose. That was it. There was nothing else wrong with him. But apparently rare breeds, it can happen. They can be temperamental, so yeah, I was a bit mystified by that. I was gutted that I lost him as well. And George, I mean, he had wry neck when he hatched. I've got videos on him. He was paralysed. He could move one ring and that was it. And I fixed him with Morocco and honey within a few hours. And I lost him just after his first birthday, like 3 days old, past his first birthday. Molten again, like the other cockerel I lost. And he just dropped dead on the spot. But apparently, wry neck can cause internal issues. Oh, I bet they did. Mr. Whistle, how you doing? Linda, did you have a really good birthday? Are you still home with Linda? Yeah, well, those 2 big fluffy hens that I was saying are the worst broody hens. MT, those 2 hens, those light yellow hens, those Buff Orpingtons, they only laid about 3 weeks, 4 weeks in total this summer. The rest of the time, broody. One of them, she was broody for 2 months, wouldn't come off the nest at all. Tried with dummy eggs. Got to the point where I was picking her up, letting them all out in the garden and taking her out the door, and that still wouldn't break her. And I didn't really want to do it the more traditional breaking way, so I gave up. But then she just kicked herself out of it. Yeah, she only laid for a week in spring before she went broody. Sister wasn't as bad. She lasted about a month before she went broody, but they were arguing over sitting on the same nest. Yeah, Linda, not Linda. I was adamant that Linda was a hen, but then it started trying to cock-a-doodle. Lovely grey birds lay blue eggs. They usually, Jamie, can live to about 8 years. George, Cheep Cheep's dad, he was like my feather baby. He was very much like George. I keep calling him George, you know. Cheep Cheep was a lot like his dad, even his voice, his personality. And then one day I went to feed them and he was laid down next to the gate. And I thought, why is he having a dust bath there? It was still warm, so I tried to bring him back, but couldn't. I was devastated. I cried for 3 days over that bird. Gutted I was. Yeah, ladies, I'm going to have to do something because this winter, if we get bird flu in, I don't want him out. And I've not been able to catch him, how he does it. I can't think of an angle I could put a camera up to catch it without it tripping all day long. Because his movement, the other bird's movement, it'll just be knocking on all day. Of course you will, Jamie. Of course you will. Jamie, they're actually really clever. They're not stupid as people think. They know the names, they know times of day, they know the routine. Mine, for example, come and wait at the house for the door to be open. They get in the kitchen and they wait and stand in front of the fridge because that's where the ham lives. My lot go mad for ham. Chickens are omnivores. They eat both meat, vegetable, grain. They're just brilliant waste disposals. Apart from onions, don't give them onions. It flavours your eggs. It's minging. And they're just lovely, lovely animals to have, Jamie. They're friendly. They're inquisitive. You can train them. I mean, Cheep Cheep's more like a dog than a cockerel, really. It is unusual. I thought that egg had a funny shape to it, but it's just the way it sat in my pocket. I've had eggs from those chicks twice the size of that. Lovely double yolkers. Really nice ones. Hey, Sam. He's bad for pinching eggs. Hang on. I'll show you what he does. Not that one. I'll just get a Georgette egg out of my pocket. I didn't just crack an egg, did I? Please don't crack an egg. No, I'm not. There we go. Sam? Right, I'll take it off. See? He nibbles a hole in the top. Yes, you can have one. Look, there you go. Not want it. Hey, Jack. But he cracks a little hole in the top and eats the egg out the little hole he's made. Very soft-mouthed. Why aren't you eating that? Jack, here, do you want it? I don't know if you could hear his teeth on that. There, he's as well. Slimy. Right, do you want it? Oh, you cracked it. There's me saying how soft-mouthed you are. Growing up and being gamekeeper family, the dogs used to have a good old supply of pheasant eggs. Good for them. Nice bit of if Sam could get in the fridge, he would make all sorts. MTL, no, you know when you picked an egg up and you have that funny feeling and sound in your pocket. I've cracked many of an egg and I've forgotten to carry in my pocket. He's still eating that egg. Yeah, they do, Mary. It's a nice bit of protein for them. Not too many. I say not too many. I've seen Sam nick a basket that's had about 8 eggs in it, and he's ate the lot. But too many would probably give them a bad tummy. But his stomach is just unbelievable. He's nicked whole gammon joints before. He's looking for more red, look. Had them out to cool. Pleasure Mix, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Had gammon joints on the side. Left to cool, and they vanish. And sure enough, he's had them. I know it's him. It's because he's constantly in the water bowl after. Butter. That's probably why he's got such a nice coat. Hey Sam, you do like a block of butter. But he's so sneaky, you don't actually see him do it. You just find the remains. Like egg mayo. How many cats have you got, Mary? See how those birch trees are all turning. And those beech. Those poplars are a nightmare. The seed everywhere. Cool. 16. Wow, you love tango. What? Willow. Willow is running around the pen. She was as she ate it. With something in her mouth, and everything else was trying to catch her. She must have found a worm. Try not to eat them, eat slugs. That's how they get gapes. Gapes is like a worm that gets in the lungs. And not good. If your bird gets gapes, you need to catch it early or you're going to lose your birds. They'll sneeze and cough. These blackcurrants were absolutely fabulous this year. Branches were bent onto the ground. Hey, son. So I'm going to get off. Thank you all for joining me. And hopefully, little one will be back at school tomorrow, I hope. If not, I'll be out on Monday. I've got a few walks planned. With not being at school, I've had some time to think of new places. I might try and get back on tomorrow, just out here, depending. Weather-wise, I think it's going to be really bad tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe even make some candles tomorrow, actually. Damsons are like a big purple-looking grape that's like a small plum. Damsons make lovely damson vodka or damson gin. You steep them in the alcohol with some sugar, leave them for a few months, and oh, divine. The cat had the steak. Yeah, Mary, my little one's not well. I've had her off school all week. She's been absolutely loaded with cold. So I've been kind of grounded. She's actually asleep as we speak. She didn't have a great night. So she might be back tomorrow, but I doubt it. But I might make some candles live tomorrow, actually. We'll see. See what the day brings. But I will definitely be out walking again on Monday. And I cannot wait. It's driving me mad not being able to get out. Yeah, thanks, Purple. Listen to me waffling away. Clouds are moving in fast. Right, windy. So thank you all for joining me. Check out Angela. Can you put your link for your premiere in? Chick. Angela's got a premiere, and her cooking is amazing. Oh, look. dance signal. It's a hoverfly. Mimicking a bee, I think. Or is it a wild bee? Then we've got a baby bumble. Got another one. Absolutely loving these. Look at that tiny little bumble. Love bumblebees. I had a friend that adored them too. So, oh, cool, Jamie. I'll go say hi. Thanks, Pleasure Mix. She's just doesn't cope with the cold very well at all. So someone can stick us Angela's link in for a premiere later. And I'll let you go. Angela's cooking is amazing. I've been having a dabble with some myself. A mum's meatloaf. Stunning. You see the blue and its wings underneath? You only tend to look at the top of a butterfly's wings. But underneath can be just as pretty. The wind wasn't blowing it around. Go on and open again. You know you want to. Oh, I'll get the top of your wings instead. Lovely blue. Brilliant. Thanks for that, Smee. So Diggins live now, and Angela's got a premiere later. Check her out. I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll see you tomorrow if I don't see you in Angela's. And thank you all for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye.